Hello and welcome. Today we are doing a collective reading to activate a new money-making superpower within you. Now, my readings are not predictions, they are activations. I read from your highest potential, your wealthiest timeline, and channel what you most need to hear to activate that reality now. And just so you know, there are layers to this reading. Some things in here are hidden in plain sight, and if you catch them, they may just lead you somewhere unexpected. Now, this is the 7th of 8 collective readings, of a set of 8 readings. So you can watch just this reading or watch all 8 of them in whatever order they find you in. Totally up to you. They all have powerful activations for you, and they all have something hidden within them. So take a deep breath, open your energy, receive this activation fully, and look closely. So what money-making superpower are we activating, or what do we need to hear in order to activate a money-making superpower? Something that will allow us to make more money with more ease, not wisdom. Ooh, okay. I see you being able to transform your wisdom or trade your wisdom into money, into income. So I'm seeing that you've reached a point in your life where you have learned and experienced so very much. Like, it almost feels like you've lived several lifetimes in this lifetime, right? And you have, from your diverse life experience, the depths that you have traveled to in your life, you have gleaned so much wisdom that is so incredibly valuable to others. Like, so incredibly valuable. And this reading is doing is activating a timeline where you start getting paid for that wisdom. And if you're already being paid for your wisdom, you're paid even more for it. You're paid way more for it. So those of you who have life experiences, it could be like teaching your wisdom, sharing your wisdom. It could come through in forms of like writing a memoir, writing a book, a story, like creating something like that shares your story and the wisdom that it carries for others so that it can be transmitted to them, or transferred to them. For others, it could be that maybe you go into more of the coaching or mentoring space, or you mentor someone in your industry, and you partner with them and they either pay you directly for the mentorship, or that payment comes in later as a thanks for the mentoring to help them get to where they end up going, which is phenomenal. So there's a lot of different ways. These are just some of the examples, but different ways that your wisdom can open up a path for money, or can, be amplified to make even more money. So here's the big thing that I'm getting, though, is that you have to acknowledge the wisdom that you carry. All right. As soon as you acknowledge the wisdom that you carry, the wisdom that you've gained and the value of it, right? Like how valuable it is to others, how valuable your story is to others. Once you've understood that, once you do the inner work, the reflection on it, then that's when the doors open, and all of a sudden you're going to start to see the opportunities for you to capitalize on, to monetize your wisdom. I saw 333. I've been seeing that a lot in these set of 8 readings. There's so much to do with these 333s. Now, you can even claim this below. What wisdom do you have that you would love to be paid for? What story do you feel you have that carries the most wisdom for the world? If you already know that, put it down below in the comments. I want to see it. I want you to claim it and lock that in. Lock in, that's the thing that's going to allow you to make so much more money with more ease. It's just like sharing this story. What story do you want to share? What wisdom do you want to share? And get paid massively for it. Be incredibly wealthy from it. And provide so much value to others. Claim that below, right? I want to see that. We also have, we have Lynn's support, and we have Ellen of the Way's spiritual path. Okay, so a lot of this could be spiritual wisdom that you've learned from your own spiritual journey. And it could also be, I see a lot of you could also be, bringing through wisdom that supports people on their spiritual path as well. So the aspect of your wisdom being around the spiritual path of things is not a requirement. That's not every single person who comes into contact with this video, but for the vast majority of you, there is some spiritual element to it, some soul level to it, and it's going to support others on their spiritual path. What's coming through here too is my collective is saying, if whatever wisdom you've gleaned helped you on your spiritual path, it's going to support other people on theirs. Like, often we think, is this going to matter to anyone else? Is this going to be valuable to anyone else? Yes. Yes, it will be. Yes, absolutely. Right? Like, that's what I'm getting. Don't doubt how much this is going to impact people on their own journey, how much it's going to honestly raise the vibration of the planet, usher in the new world, help people evolve, help humanity evolve. Like, the ripple effects are massive from the wisdom that you've learned. We all hold a piece of the puzzle, is what I'm getting coming through. We all hold a piece of the puzzle of the wisdom that we need as a collective. And so you sharing your wisdom, I'm seeing as part of your soul's path, as part of your spiritual path. It's funny because you've probably gained wisdom on your spiritual path, and now you're being called to share it as part of your spiritual path. It's all connected, right? And so this is something to really lean into. We have Marana, release. Release any doubts that this is going to be valuable to others. Release anything that doesn't help you to own the value of this. Release any of the naysayers or the self-doubt. Your wisdom is so incredibly valuable, right? You are meant to be sharing it. You're meant to be helping others with it. But also I see that this, it's like almost also release the story into the universe. Release your story. Release your wisdom into the world in whatever way you see fit. And then in its own fertile timing, in its own divine timing, the money will start to come in from that, right? So again, I'm seeing for some of you, it might be writing a book, getting royalties down the road from it. For some of you, it might be starting a social media account or starting to share more of the wisdom in your business, and then seeing that later on, in a few months, things might start taking off, right? I'm getting there's like a mastery element to this. There's a mastery of sharing your wisdom. Like the art of sharing your wisdom in the way that makes sense for you, that makes sense for the people that it's going to impact, the people who will find the wisdom valuable. There's going to be an artistry to that, like a mastery of it, a skill that you'll continue to develop. And so I am getting that you may not see the money immediately, day one of sharing your wisdom, though for some of you, you will. But for many of you, you will see this as you get more comfortable with sharing your wisdom, as you own the value of your wisdom, as you start to see kind of the bigger and bigger picture of how it can support more people, and you release any of the doubt, and you also just release the story into the world. So put the story out there, put the wisdom out there, and then the money follows, the opportunities follow, the impact follows, right? And it's all in its divine timing. So it's your only job is like get clear on what wisdom you want to share, that you would just love to share with the world, that you feel is valuable to others, and put it out there. Put it out there in as many ways as you can, in whatever ways feel best to you, feel aligned to you, and the rest gets to start to take care of itself. So this is so incredibly exciting. And it really is just like, yes, this is a money-making superpower, but it's also changing the world. And I mean, also, what better way, I mean, for me, right, for those of us who this reading is aligned with, what better way to make money than just by sharing your wisdom? There's no right or wrong. You don't have to try to get results for anyone. You don't have to try to prove yourself. You don't have to try to do anything. It's like, this is, your story is your story. Your wisdom is your wisdom. That's it. No one can tell you differently. If it held merit for you, it holds merit for others. No one can say that you're right or wrong. You just say, this is what it is. This is my truth. This is my wisdom. And it's going to help so many people. And it's going to lead to so much money for you. So what in a way, a delightful way, an easy way to make money, to open up wealth, to create abundance. That's really beautiful. But also you'll get better and more skilled and more powerful at putting this story out into the world and sharing it, putting that wisdom out there. So beautiful. I love this. If this activation resonated with you, your job is now to hold it. Let the frequency we've unlocked here, this vision of the future that we've unlocked here, stay with you. Hold it in your thoughts, your energy, your actions, so you can call this reality into being. If you want support in holding and moving with this energy so that it manifests fully in your 3D experience, I have different ways to work with me to do just that. So I will link all those ways to work with me in the description and pinned comment below. And remember, this is just the 7th of 8 readings in this set. And there was something hidden here in this video. Maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't, but keep your eyes open. Let me know in the comments how this landed for you, and be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next activation. And with that, I'm wishing you so much love and so much abundance.